Day, it's very important to get out there and get your voice heard and go vote. We have the beautiful Kim and the amazing Mark, dynamic duo. They are in Vail Village at the International Bridge. We have John Wayne Smith coming in studio to talk to me all about horses. He is the horse whisperer. It's going to be an awesome Tuesday. So get that cup of coffee, sit right there, sit back, relax, because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
All right, everybody, Mark Sassy live here in Vail Village on the International Bridge. I've got Kim hanging out with me. We're going to pull her on camera in just a second, her first day out in the field with the remote camera. We got Gretchen in the studio. We're going to take a look at that weather forecast right here in Vail right now. Perfectly clear skies, not a lick of wind at all, and temperatures I think are probably going to be in the maybe upper 20s, very low 30s. Giving you a look at that weather report for the day, we're going to see warm temperatures today to start. 45 at 8 a.m. Now this right here, just so you can understand, is kind of like the warm before the storm, because there is some moisture coming our way tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. We'll see a high in Vail today of about 55 degrees. We're going to have mostly sunny skies. Breezy though, it is going to be windy, some heavy gusts. We're going to see winds out of the west-southwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Keep in mind, we're 4 days away from Vail opening for the 23-24 ski season. Your hourly forecast, 40s to start, 50s midday. Our warmest time of the day about 3 o'clock in the afternoon with a high of 55 once again. Clear this morning and sunny, mostly sunny, partly cloudy into the afternoon, and then cloud cover into the evening. Denver temperatures today pretty warm down there, 74 and sunny, 55 for Vail, 59 for Avon, and 61 for Eagle. Tonight we're going to see partly cloudy skies, a 50% chance of some snow shower activity. Once again, winds out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 and a low of about 33 degrees. Now as we jump ahead, your 5-day forecast is going to break away into opening day. For Wednesday, we're going to see 39 for a high in Vail, snow showers about a 60%. For Thursday, 40 for the high temperature in Vail, partly cloudy skies with a 50% chance of more moisture coming our way. For Friday, opening day for Vail Mountain, we're going to see mostly sunny skies. Actually, mostly funny skies, 42 degrees for that high temperature, and that is opening day, remember that. So there'll be a lot of action in Vail Village and in Lions Head for those opening days. Saturday, 46 and sunny. Sunday, 52 and sunny. All right, there's a look at your weather. Kim, get in here.
The warm before the storm.
You like that?
I love that.
And it's the simple truth. It is a real thing.
Yeah.
Not being a meteorologist, but I know this.
We're experts.
Did they have that in Park City? They have the warm before the storm?
We have the warm before the storm, for sure. But
it's a real thing.
It's definitely a little chillier than I anticipated.
So this is Kim's first day coming out with me. She's always been in the studio, and we've been trying to make this happen since, for months.
Yeah.
Really?
For months, Mark gave me the initial tour in studio. Now he's giving me the initial tour out in the field. Always a pleasure.
And this is a treat. This is a fun thing to be able to go out and share with everybody what's going on in real time. And in the past, we've been able to take this system up on the mountain and ski before all the skiers got up on the hill so they could see how much snow and what the temperatures were like and things. So same idea, we're just doing it obviously from Vail Village today, and it is pretty mild out here. And we are 4 days away from?
4 days away from Vail Mountain opening, and I am so excited. This will be my first season officially as a local, and I just can't wait. I can't wait.
But you're a Park City skier.
So
you're going to be up here and be like, it's not bad. It's not bad.
I heard there's some competition between the snow consistency, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited.
Hey, ultimately, right though, Kim, it's like skiing is skiing, snowboarding. If you can get up there and find some peace on the mountain for the day and have fun, whether it's powder or corduroy, whether it's steep or groomed or whatever, as long as it's. Are you like one of those people that likes to smile when you're skiing?
I smile at everything that I do. So the answer is yes.
Anyway, so opening day at Vail, things are going to get happening at the base of Gandhi 1 and in Lion's Head at the base of the Born Free Express. They're going to have lifts opening at 9 o'clock. There's going to be DJs at both areas spinning. So the DJs spin at 8, the lifts spin at 9.
Well, I know we'll have some of our very own out in the field.
Are you going to be out there?
I'm going to be holding it down in the studio, but we'll have Gretchen and Robbie out in the field, and they'll be interviewing all the crowd, hyping the crowd, getting all of the opening day excitement on film so that those that aren't here can see it.
And I would typically be out there with y'all, but I'm going to be in Playa del Carmen.
We really live a rough life here in the Vail Valley.
I got to go to a wedding. I'm orchestrating a wedding. Anyways, opening day, there's going to be free coffee, free hot chocolate, strudel.
I like strudel.
And they're going to be giving away prizes. There's always a competition. It probably was like this at Park City for who gets first rod, who gets the first chair, right? And people spend the night out here. I remember being in Lion's Head years ago, and there were people making bacon and eggs right there in the lift line on their little jet stove, making bacon and eggs.
You fuel the protein before you get out there, and
they spent the night sleeping out there in their sleeping bags. And there's actually a whole movie about those guys, first chair people here in Vail.
Yeah, we had them on the show a couple of weeks ago. So.
Oh, you did?
We did. It's going to be exciting. Very exciting.
All right. So you got Kim and I out here. We have Gretchen in the studio, and we'll be right back. It's what's today? Today's the 7th day of November.
7th day.
4 days till Vail opens.
2.5 weeks till Thanksgiving. It's going to be exciting.
The holidays are here. We'll be right back with our Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8. Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, you know today is Tuesday, Election Day, and Kim got a chance to sit down with the superintendent and talk about how important it is to go and vote. So let's check that out.
Good morning, Vail.
And we're back. I'm very excited about our next guest because he is here to discuss a very important issue. I've got Phil Qualman, who is the superintendent of Eagle County School District, to talk about all things local education and in the state and beyond. Phil, how are you?
I'm well. Good morning, Kim.
Great to have you here.
Good to
So
be here.
I am very excited about this conversation because education is so important, and it is the building blocks of our society and our futures. So you are superintendent of Eagle County School District. Tell me a bit about your role and what you do there.
Thanks, Kim. Yeah, appreciate the opportunity to be here. I manage 21 schools for all of Eagle County.
Okay.
We have about 6,500 kids. And I heard Gretchen's weather report, and that means that one of my most important jobs is about to get started, which is calling snow days.
I'm sure the kids love that.
Oh, yeah. And the teachers.
Yeah. That's great. So in regard to your role, how long have you been a superintendent? Tell me a bit about that.
I've been superintendent for 5 years now,
Okay.
and been with the school district for 20.
Okay, wow, great. So you've obviously seen a lot of change, and especially in the state of Colorado. I think one of the interesting pieces of Colorado is we are a beautiful state. We do all of the fun things. We invest in all of the activities in the state parks, but we're underfunded in the education side of things. So tell me a bit about how that affects you specifically.
Yeah, we certainly are. We have 178 school districts in Colorado, and we're competing for a very small pool of qualified applicants for educators. So the fact that our state is one of the lowest funded in the nation makes it hard for us to compete nationally. So we find ourselves even battling internally for those few quality applicants that are available.
And especially here in the Valley, because there are so many issues surrounding bringing teachers in.
For sure.
What does the housing look like?
For sure.
Are they being paid competitively, and how do you do that? So that's a struggle that you are constantly battling daily.
Yeah, that's one of our biggest struggles. The last couple of years, almost 3 years now, we've had about 10% vacancy in the organization.
Wow.
We have about 1,000 employees, including all of our instructors, support staff, and we've had about 10% vacancy. And that's a lot of people to have open positions. But that doesn't mean that we offer 10% less school, right? So we're still doing the same job with fewer people, and it's exhausting. It's really tiresome. So we're trying to be competitive. Out of those 178 school districts in the state, it's been my goal to keep us in the top 10 in our base pay for teachers.
Okay.
And we've been doing really well at that, but this year we dropped to 15th.
Wow.
And that just makes it harder for us to get people to come here. And on top of that, as you mentioned, cost of living here is very high. The first question that people ask when we offer a position is, what do you have for affordable housing?
Sure.
And unfortunately, we don't have enough to meet the demand. We've made some pretty significant efforts in it, but we need to do a lot more.
There's definitely a lot. There are newer builds happening in apartment complexes, but still not at the rate that we need it.
Right,
Absolutely.
right.
Now, have you seen an uptick in student enrollment with post-pandemic as people have been able to work a little bit more remotely, and parents maybe are moving their kids to a better quality of living versus other cities, and the return that drives all the prices up?
Yeah, I think we were the beneficiary of that migration pattern during COVID. Most of the districts in the state saw significant decline in enrollment, and we did not. We saw pretty stable to a slight decline, but not nearly what the rest of the state faced. And then in the last few years, we've been following projections that we anticipated, which is a slight decline, but we do see enrollment starting to increase in the next year or two, and then continuing in that pattern.
And as a result, you need more teachers.
We will need more teachers, and we will need more space.
Absolutely. And so that leads into the next one. We're at the end of October, which means November. It's historically election month.
Right.
We have local elections coming up. Talk to me about how the voters can really make an impact on the local school districts.
Yeah, we're asking the voters to approve two questions. 5A is a mill levy override, and 5B is a bond question. So 5A would help us address our issue trying to be competitive in the market. It would give us some revenue to get us back into the top 10 for base teacher pay, but also make us competitive for all those other support positions, bus drivers and custodians and all the engineers and everybody else that works for us.
It really takes a village for
It would.
education.
Yeah.
So explain to me a little bit about the mill levy tax. Tell me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, as voters read through their ballots, they may not be as educated and understanding the impact it will truly have on the community. Can you give us a little detail on that?
Sure. So 5A is asking for $3.5 million. And the majority of that would go towards, again, trying to make our compensation packages competitive for everybody in our organization. We've got to fill some of these vacancies because it's just getting exhausting for our existing staff. We've had to cut bus routes, and we have a difficult time doing field trips and even getting all of our kids to sports and activities because we're understaffed in that department. And we've got custodians working overtime, covering multiple buildings, and not to mention our instructional staff. So yeah, they're worn down. We can't get adequate guest teachers to come in to support them if they need a day off. So it's really difficult, and what 3A would do is give us the ability to get back into the top 10 so we could be competitive.
That's great.
Yeah.
And it really does, you know, you mentioned the custodian staff, you know, especially here because of the snow, and we've got to make sure
Right.
all of our facilities are clean and
Right.
safe for
Right.
the students. So there is the bond that's also coming out. Explain to me about the bond and how voters can really prepare themselves ahead of time to decide how they'd like to vote.
Sure. I'll get to get to 5B.
Yeah.
Let me add one more thing to
Sure.
5A before
Sure.
we move on. There are a few other things that we need to invest in.
Okay.
We would like to get some more support in the terms of security for our schools. And
Yes.
for us, that comes in partnerships with local law enforcement agencies for school resource officers. We share the cost of those personnel and love to have them in our schools, but we'd like to have a few more. So we would invest in that as well. Mental health supports are another piece of that investment. We never have enough counselors. We never have enough school psychologists or social workers. So we'd like to invest in those too. So there's more on the agenda than just the compensation piece.
Yeah.
But you asked about 5B.
I did, but I love that.
Yeah.
Actually, I love that you kind of just showed the full spectrum.
Yeah.
You know, it's really important, and it's awesome that as a school district you provide all of those things, and the
Sure.
safety of our children, and from a physical and a mental space is really important.
Yeah, we have to do all of it.
Yeah.
So 5B is the bond question, where we are basically asking the voters to help us support construction. We've got some projects that we need to build, and traditionally the way that schools fund those projects is through a bond question. So we're asking for funds to address two of our biggest needs in this community, and I don't think just to the school district: affordable housing and pre-K capacity.
Okay.
So we would like to get a couple of affordable housing projects off the ground, one in Gypsum and one in Minturn.
Okay.
And we believe that those projects could create another 150 affordable housing units for us.
Amazing.
That sounds like a lot, but we have 1,000 employees, and we're opening a rental unit near Battle Mountain High School in Edwards
Okay.
called Miller Flats. We built 37 units there that will meet the affordability requirements that our staff are looking for.
Okay.
But we had 150 applicants
Wow.
for 37, units.
Wow.
So that,
and how do you choose?
well,
Yeah.
we have a system to
Yeah.
figure that out in a transparent lottery, but clearly there were a lot of disappointed folks who didn't get it. We're also constructing 8 duplexes in Eagle in partnership with Habitat for Humanity, and those will be for purchase. But we had 100 applicants for 16 units.
Wow.
So huge demand.
Yeah.
And every person that we talk to when we offer a position wants to know what we have for affordable housing. If we were able to say yes, I think we could address our staffing shortage very quickly. So those are 2 big projects that we would like to get off the ground with these bond dollars. Let's talk about pre-K capacity. Governor Polis recently passed the universal pre-K program in the state. You'll have to invite me back again another time to give my thoughts on the program.
Open invite.
I think the intent was good, but I think the program was half-baked.
Okay.
So we're left to sort out those details. That program came with no revenue to increase capacity. So we would love to get more kids into pre-K care, but nowhere are we receiving any dollars to build more pre-K capacity.
Wow.
Already in our valley, we have about 350 children who are on wait list for
Wow.
infant, toddler, or pre-K care. That's 350 kids whose families are struggling to get to work. The kids aren't getting the education that they need to be prepared for kindergarten and beyond. So what we would like to do is also in Gypsum build an early learning center. So basically a whole school similar to what we have in Edwards, the Edwards Early Learning Center. And that would create a lot of classrooms for pre-K care.
Okay.
And the Edwards Early Learning Center, when we first transitioned June Creek Elementary into that school during COVID, we were only allowed to do pre-K on the first floor.
Wow.
Yeah. But in the last couple of years, those regulations have changed, so we can now convert 10 more upstairs classrooms into pre-K. So we think we could put a big dent into that wait list of 350 kids. And those aren't just school district employee kids, that's community-wide. So we would be creating capacity which would help every business, every corner of the community if we can make that space available.
Wow.
And there's a few other things on that bond list that are less exciting. Like we've got to replace some HVAC systems that are extremely expensive. Those wear out over time. We've got money in there for security and safety infrastructure improvements that we're excited to do to make sure all of our campuses feel safe and secure. And then just some general upgrades of some other, sports fields and playgrounds, locker rooms, those things that have about a 10 to 12 year lifespan. Those start to need to be replaced too. So yeah, we have a lot of projects, and we've enjoyed a very supportive community in my time here. Like I said, 20 years in this community. I've seen a lot of beautiful schools built that have been great for our kids and for our community. We encourage community use of those spaces. So we're just trying to meet the need, but we need to partner and need the help of our community to do so.
Well, it's true. Everything that you just mentioned is intertwined. It's not just for the kids. You've got to replace the systems. You want to make sure things are up to date and new and shiny so that it attracts more staff and teachers and kids and all of the things. So it's really important. So where can we go for more information to learn about how to vote, learn a little bit more about what the school district is doing?
Yeah, well, you can't ask me how to vote.
But you can learn.
Everybody has their own vote, but I could tell you that on our district website, eagleschools.net, you can find a pop-up screen right there on the front that has factual details similar to what I just shared, but we'll go into more information.
Okay, great, awesome. Well, Phil, great to have you on the show. We
Yeah,
appreciate you.
pleasure to meet
We'll
you.
have to bring you back to explain the latest update that you were just telling me about.
Yeah, anytime.
Wonderful. Now, stay tuned. We have a very busy second half of this show. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Today, we bring you the first part of our global broadcast exclusive conversation.
Streets of Tahrir have once again been filled.
Key issues here at the United Nations Climate Change Conference remain unresolved.
Police are saying the protesters to move further and further away.
I'm Amy Goodman.
And I'm Juan Gonzalez.
And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your three favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there. TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows, celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am very, very excited. I say that a lot, but today is very special for me because I have a dear friend now at this point. I like to call him the Horse Whisperer, John Wayne Smith from Happy Horse Roadhouse with me. I have to give you a little bit of even a better moment for yourself because you do everything. Not only do you talk to, hear the horses, you befriend them, you are one with the horses, truly. You're an amazing artist. You are I want you to be a motivational speaker. You already are a motivational speaker, but I want you to have that platform. You're just an all-around amazing human. So how are you doing, John?
I'm good. I've been up since 1 o'clock. I made the trip up this morning. Which camera am I looking in? I don't know where I'm doing
You can
it.
just talk to me.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm doing great. I got my shoulder replaced since I saw you last.
Right, okay.
Thanks to Max Sider and Vail Summit Orthopedics.
Okay. Shout
little
out
plug
like
for
that.
them. Yeah,
I love
boy,
that.
It was I didn't think I was going to get that done. It was a challenge to go through that process, and I haven't been to the doctor in 10 years or whatever. And it's just, the whole
lot
thing was
going
very
on.
daunting, but I got it done and much better.
Good.
The chronic pain, it's a life changer, really. So
Good.
much
Well, and
different.
John, I know since the last time we saw you, you delivered a colt in a blizzard. Is that
no,
correct?
that wasn't since I saw you
Oh, it
last.
wasn't.
That
Okay.
was really the beginning of my story with the
Oh,
horses.
it was the beginning.
Yes,
Okay. So this is good. Tell me
we'll
about
go back
that.
and do a
Yeah.
little reminiscing about that.
Yeah.
Really, my story with the horses started taking in an injured mare.
Oh, okay.
In the fall, and it was snowy and cold. And anyway, I took her in, got her nursed back to health. She had a fetlock injury, and she stuck around and was pregnant, and she went into labor while she was there.
Okay.
And I watched, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. And then she got hung up, and it was her first foal, I believe. And so I had to put down the camera. I was filming, and I had to put
Right.
down the camera.
Okay.
And actually go put hands on her. I'd never put hands on her before. I had just,
Right.
and I had to deliver that foal. And it took all I could to do it in a blizzard with the stallion standing at her head, giving her Lamaze coaching, I swear. I mean, it was very
Wow.
interesting. And her and I got into this groove where I knew, each contraction we would talk it through, and she would breathe, and then she would have the next contraction. And I had to open the birth sac and get one of the hooves that worked out because it got hung up underneath.
And you had never
And I'd
researched this? You didn't know what was going
I'd not delivered a foal before. I'd pulled calves,
Okay.
but I'd not delivered a foal.
And
that
what
was a
is the
long time ago.
difference? Like from
Well, not a
not
lot,
a lot,
really.
but I mean, you
No.
didn't know what you were doing.
I
You
did
had to
kind
just
of.
go with the.
But I mean, I wasn't prepared for it in that moment. I didn't think this was what was going to
Right.
transpire. So, that memory and the intuition, whatever,
So that's
the
what
spirit took
started
over.
this whole beautiful moment
And
with you
that
and the
bond that was created there, and that trust, and that first time putting hands on and delivering the baby was so profound to me to say, wow, they trust me enough to help them this
Wow.
way.
That's beautiful.
And I thought I knew horses, but after that, and then it just developed, and now there's now I've got a different bunch of horses. No, not completely different, but they change every year
Okay.
in the configuration of the band. So I've got about 100 again this year
100.
that come to visit
Wow.
me regularly, and that I have, pretty much that I know by sight, not necessarily by name.
Right.
But I know a lot of them are returning members. And it was so funny, I was changing a flat tire on my truck,
Yeah.
and the boys, the Bachelor Stallions, are like my most fun little group because they're 2 to 3 year olds, and I've watched them since they were born grow
Right.
up, and then they've formed their own band. So there's about a dozen of them with Jacques the Mule as their leader or their tag along.
Right.
And so they were all over there nosing me and pawing at me while I'm under the truck, working on the truck.
I love this.
And they're like dogs. They're just like big puppies. And, I get in there in a group of them, and they're all feeling their bodies all up against me in the press, against each other and against me at the water trough and stuff is just so grounding and so.
Well, and John, that's what I was going to say, because you are the horse whisperer. You definitely have this connection. You have this extreme bond. You feel it. Is that something that you share with everyone else? Is that what with your book, and we'll talk about that, is that what you're trying to show people, is that animals really do heal, and that animals are there to really make your life
Yes.
better?
Oh, I've got chills. I mean, we've lost so much of our connection to nature.
Right.
And the horses are just so easy because there is such a long history together with humans. They have a natural affinity for humans, a natural curiosity, I found, and their social dynamics and what motivates them is so similar. I mean, I've learned so much about myself and about the human condition from watching the horses. In a you know, they have no guile. Horses don't lie. Men can't tell the truth, and horses don't lie. That's one of my favorite sayings.
I love that.
And it's true because you can't. I don't try. I have no agenda with the horses. I don't want to put a rope on them. I'm not going to ride them. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm there to be with them and to be their friend and to protect them. And really, my goal is to preserve the legacy of the horses and what they meant to us in not just American history, but in the history of humans in general.
I love that.
It's a fabulous, rich, illustrious history. And, you know, we went from horse and buggy to the automobile in a really short period of time, considering the long period of history we've had with horses and being agrarian, basically. And what we lost was a certain sensibility about natural order, you know, about the consequences of not paying attention, mostly because if you don't pay attention, the horse gonna get you.
It's
you
true.
know, something bad gonna happen.
True.
And situational awareness and things like that, and that common sense and that horse sense, which is really what I'm after, in redeveloping those sensibilities about, you know, what we're about as humans and what motivates us, and what are these animals doing in my, you know, in the mix, and what are they all about, and how does that figure? You know, what
is that what the book is about? Is that the main? And first of all, tell us the name of the book.
The book is called Mustangs of San Pedro Mesa.
Okay.
And Wild Horses at the Door is the subtitle.
Okay.
And we're also doing a documentary. Carrie Lederer is the documentarian, and you should check her work out. She's also got quite a resume at Carrier Pigeon Productions.
Okay.
Yeah, you could Google that and find her work. But she came out and embedded with me for 3 days with her husband, and then another 12 days by herself with me, and shot a lot of footage. Came to Minturn and shot a lot of footage to get the backstory. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it because I want to maintain the surprise. And she has some artistic things that she wants to protect.
Where can we find that? Where can we find the documentary?
Well, it's not out yet.
Okay.
We've shot most of the footage. She's going to come back for one more shoot in the winter to get some winter scenes.
Awesome.
And finish up some dialogue, interview stuff. But she's just doing the post-production now.
Okay.
We missed out on a grant proposal we had submitted, but we're still trying to find some funding, which is part of, we're always looking for money, like everybody. But what I do, what's unique with the horses, and I really want to make this point, is for the number of horses that I serve, compared to what people typically do in a rescue situation, is exponential. I can do more for 100 horses and preserve their free range. It's a different experience for the horses too, which I also is unique, to be able to preserve a range for them and to interact with them and to keep tabs on them and act as an advocate for them in their own environment and let them be really, truly the horses they were meant to be, you know, let them be all they were meant to be.
And that's so beautiful. And John, we are coming to a close end, so I want to show this to make sure. So like I said, he is an amazing, John Wayne Smith, amazing artist. Can you tell us a little something real quick about this?
MC Escher was definitely an influence, and Dr. Seuss, Ted Geisler, who didn't not like children, he was afraid of them. Interesting side note, but I did some research on him. But anyway, I aspire to be the next Dr. Seuss.
So beautiful.
And also MC Escher. But this is my therapy. I draw like this as just therapy. And I don't know, I had a head injury, which is a whole nother interview about, you know, PTSD, and the therapeutic benefits that I've derived from being with the horses. And I use art, music, and horses for my therapy, and I'm very fortunate to have that.
And I say you have to come back now, because we're going to have a third interview. We always have so much to talk about because you're such an interesting human. I could talk to you all day.
Likewise, and I want to bring Carrie back, actually, when she comes back and we shoot more. So I'll let you know, and I definitely want to bring her back to talk more about the documentary.
I'm so excited. Well, we love you here. You're allowed
Thank
back
you for letting
anytime
me come
you
back.
We
It's
feel
been
very
really
honored.
fun, and I love coming here, and it's my home, really. This is my home.
Thank you, John.
Yes,
well,
it's
we
so good to
adore
see
you.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
and thank you for being you and for helping us all. Keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, welcome back to right here, the base of Gandhi 1. This area right here in 4 days is going to be a hub of activity, a beehive, as the mountain will open for the season on Friday. Right around the corner, coming right up, everybody. Let's talk about your weather for the day. Blue skies right now, not a breeze, no clouds. Temperatures, see your breath, it's probably going to be upper 20s right now, low 30s. It's going to warm up into the 50s this afternoon. And once that sun makes its way up and over the Gore Range, it's going to be in the 40s around 8 o'clock first thing this morning. And we're going to see sunshine for a good part of the day. Showing you that hourly forecast, you'll see mostly sunny to start. Then that breeze is going to pick up, bring the cloud cover in. The breeze, 15 to 25 miles per hour winds out of the west-southwest. Your I-70 drive, we're going to see upper 50s, low 60s around Eagle County and sunshine for a good part of the day. Denver, 74 degrees this afternoon. For tonight, we're going to see a low of 33 degrees. Partly cloudy skies. We've got a 50% chance of some snow shower activity. And winds again out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. For Wednesday, for tomorrow, 39 for a high, 25 for a low. Snow showers, about a 60% chance. For Thursday, 15 for a low, a high of 40 degrees, partly cloudy with a 50% chance of some more moisture coming our way. For Friday, mostly sunny once again, 42 for a high. For Saturday, sunny, 46 for a high. And then for Sunday, 52 for a high. And sunshine. And once again, opening day for Friday, we're going to see 42 degrees for that high temperature and a lot of sunshine for opening day. So it's going to be a great one here right at the base Vail Village and also in Lions Head. I want to mention we talked in the first open about opening day and the activities. There's more activities going on over the course of the weekend also. And then as we make our way into opening weekend, the Beaver Creek will open and the holidays are here, there's an event that happens. It's called Reveille, and it really is a focus on the holidays and events and activities between Vail and Lions Head, kind of celebrating the coming of winter with all these family-oriented events. The first one is going to be the silent disco. Now, there's a variety of different, there's multiple silent discos over the course of the 2 or 3 weeks for Reveille, but the first one will be on Friday on opening day in Lions Head. It's going to be at the Sunbird Park Playground, which is just to the north of the ice skating rink, kind of right next to Lions Head Jewelers. There's a playground there. And the silent disco, everybody can show up, get a free set of headphones, pick the station you want to listen to, and then you're going to have 100 people all wearing headphones, so you don't hear the music except the people that have the headphones on. And there's going to be a group of people listening to each and every different type of music, and people are singing, and it's really entertaining, and it's a lot of fun. And if you're not doing it, you go watch it. It's even more entertaining. That's the silent disco. That'll be taking place from, I think, 4 to 7 on Friday, this Friday in Lions Head. And that is a part of Reveille. You can find more information on discovervail.com for Reveille, for the silent disco opening day, then any events going on around Vail, any time of the year, that's where you want to be, and it'll dial it in for you. Now, Beaver Creek will open on November the 22nd, and they're going to have Christmas tree lighting, and they're going to have the cookie competition, judging competition, along with opening day festivities. Then I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about the World Cup ski races coming back to Vail, actually coming back to the Beaver Creek area once again. The Birds of Prey ski races, which is going to be December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Men's World Cup, they're here every year. This is one of their favorite stops on the tour, and we're doing 2 downhills and a Super G over the weekend. So Friday the 1st will be the first downhill, second downhill on Saturday, and then the Super G on Sunday, Redtail Stadium, and Beaver Creek comes alive. They've got the Beers of Prey. They have the beer tasting. They have Birds of Prey Way. They're going to have autograph signing sessions where you can meet the U.S. ski team athletes, probably at Gorsuch, right there adjacent to the ice rink. They're going to have the live viewing of the ski races on the ice rink if you don't want to make it up to Redtail, but the buses are going to be free to take from Redtail, to take from the village all the way up to Redtail Stadium, where the bleachers are. There's a VIP experience. You can watch the ski races live, and this is spectacular. If you've never seen a World Cup ski race or a speed event, this is what you want to watch, because Birds of Prey is something else. So go to bcworldcup.com for more information on that one. It is a good one. And once again, we got Vail opening right here behind me over my shoulder in 4 days. Not including today, 3 days. And also in Lions Head, they're going to be opening Born Free Express. So both village areas will be operational for opening day. You can find out more on that, discovervail.com. We got a break coming up from our Tuesday edition. We'll get Kim back on the camera. When we come back, we're going to give you an update on local sports, regional sports, and some national sports with Rob. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high-adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Good morning, Vail.
And welcome back to the show live up here at the base of Gandhi 1. So obviously we talk about skiing and snowboarding right now because the mountain's about to open. That is kind of the core of what we do here in the colder months. But we live in a great community with a lot of school systems and a lot of high school sports. And Rob from TV8, he does all of our high school sports reporting, focusing on the volleyball and the cross country and the soccer. He also talks a lot about the college sports, and obviously the CU Buffs are big this year. And it gives us an update on the Broncos and what's happening with that. Let's take a closer look at Rob and his sports report now.
All right, thanks for joining us. So the postseason was in full swing for fall sports here in the Valley. Battle Mountain Boys Soccer was looking to advance to the semifinals of the Boys 4A state tournament. Over in Edwards, 3-seeded Battle Mountain looked to make quick work of 11-seeded Nawat as the Huskies had not been scored on in the postseason. A couple misses on goal for the Huskies in the first half, then Nawat goes on the attack. The ball finds its way to Zayden Del Rio, who knocks the chip shot in for the Cougars to put them up 1-0 on the hometown team. A rare sight in Edwards, as the Huskies have only been scored on at home 5 times over the course of this season prior to this goal, and now they got to play from behind. Battle Mountain, now on the attack in the first half, will go with the strategy of giving the rock to their best player, Jacob Methvin, and he does not disappoint. Methvin knocks it in from deep to tie the game up at 1-1 as the first half comes to a close in Edwards. Battle Mountain will eventually put 2 more goals up in the second half to take down Nawat 3-1 and earn a trip to the Class 4A semifinals.
All right, everybody, before you get out of the stands, don't miss what's going to happen right in front of you.
We're down to just 4 teams now in the Boys Class 4A Soccer State Championship. Battle Mountain will match up with 2-seeded Centaurus on Wednesday for a chance to advance to the state championship game. With a win over Centaurus, the Huskies will either play number 1 Northfield or 12th-seeded Regis Groff in the finals for a ring. Now, we had a little more postseason action here in the Valley over the weekend, but you got to go inside the gym of Eagle Valley High School as the Devils volleyball team. They hosted 2 teams at regionals, and they were hoping of getting the job done, getting 2 wins, and moving on to the state tournament themselves for volleyball. After knocking off Severance earlier in the day, 7-seeded Eagle Valley was looking to beat number 18 Meade to advance to the state tournament. Match point in the first set. Devils up 24-17. Meade serves long, and Eagle Valley secures the first set victory over the Mavericks. Moving over to the second set, Eagle Valley with a 24-18 lead over Meade on set point. Ava G-Man puts up the ball into play, and that is an ace. Eagle Valley takes the second set over Meade 25-18 and now just 1 away from the sweep. On to the third set we go. Eagle Valley up 24-8. Serving for match point, it is Ray Foreman who puts the ball into play, and the rally is on. Meade is able to counter with the spike, but Eagle Valley is on top of it, and they'll send it back on the spike from Ione Peterson. Meade gives it back, and the Devils go to work, drop the hammer, and the Mavericks deflect it back. The Devils back to work again. Peterson delivers the blow, and that is all she wrote. A dog pile at center court because Eagle Valley is going to state. The Devils are going back to states as they take down Meade 3-0. So we caught up with head coach of Eagle Valley, Michael Garvey, after the game to gather his thoughts on the victory.
All right, well, you hear it right now. The victory bells are sounding in Eagle Valley. They're going back to states. I'm Robbie Whittle, joined alongside head coach at Eagle Valley Volleyball, Michael Garvey. They knocked off Severance 3-0. Then they knock off Meade 3-0. And the girls and the head coach making that run back to states. Head coach Michael Garvey, how does it feel?
I hadn't settled in yet. I think we did a little celebrating, but the reality is just coming through that we're taking Eagle Valley back to state.
Last time I talked to you, the word of the conversation was kind of resilience and how your team was always willing to just stay in the game, fight back. I feel like that word changed today to just domination. Do you think the demeanor of this team has changed since we last spoke?
Yeah, we've had about a week and a half of practice, and sometimes that can be dangerous not to get competition. But we had it in the gym. Everybody wanted it so bad, and you could see it every day in practice. Our last 3 days of practice are the best practices I've seen. And so it was that piece, and it was just a question of actually seeing your opponents, actually getting out of here and seeing Meade and Severance. And it's what we thought. That they were good opponents and had some good players, but we knew if we attacked and served like we can, that we'd see what we saw today.
And with this Saturday now on your belt, leading up to this day, did you expect things, to flow as smooth as they did today? Knocking off Severance early in the morning 3-0, then coming back this afternoon to play another game and knocking off Meade 3-0. Did you expect things to just flow as smooth as they did for y'all today?
I anticipated a little bit more out of the Meade game. It's the 1-2 matchup. You're expecting that team, to be a little bit more competitive. But I just think we wanted it more than they did. And so when things got a little tight or the score got tight, we were patient. We got ourselves a system. We passed beautifully all day long. And we just had key moments from a lot of players. Our depth really showed today. Everybody took a turn today.
Now let's talk about the road ahead. The state tournament's nothing new to you. Do you think you have a state tournament, state championship team with you right here?
I think it's going to be tough. The top 5 are legit. Palisade being 6 is that piece. I don't know. I haven't checked yet to see if there were any upsets. I don't think there will be in the top 5. I might have just got a text that Palisade or Delta or Vail Christian made it. We're all keeping tabs on each other. So, the nice thing is you go in and the top 4 have a bye, so you're not going to see somebody there. So you want to come in, and now we'll compete against that bottom 6 in there, and then you want to give yourselves a chance. Double elimination, you can go in and face the top dog and learn and come back. And these two girls do a great job of learning. I think that's one of the best things that we've done all year long is in-game adjustments. They want to get better. Their mentality is they just keep going. They don't think they're the greatest. They know that they have flaws, and they know we got to keep working, and I think that's the strength that we've had.
Yeah, well, adaptation on the court is key to winning any game. What do you think it'll take to make a run in the state tournament?
We got to keep serving tough, right? And our serve receive was really good today that let our offense speed up. And so it's going to be a little bit more challenging against better competition. But I think our number 1 weapon is serve, and that showed as we finished out Meade today. Our girls can really serve the ball well and place it well. So we're going to take that in and throw it at whoever who comes across from us.
Okay, I don't know if anyone's told you or if you saw yet, but Battle Mountain got knocked off today. So you guys are the only team representing Class 4A in the state tournament from the Valley. You ready for that?
What happened with Vail Christian? Are they still playing, or do we know?
I actually don't know the score on Vail Christian yet. I think they're still playing.
Vail Christian, we're hoping we made it. We're hoping Palisade made it. Fellow Montrose and Delta, we own our Western Slope teams there. So I'm hoping I get good reports here coming through. But yeah, we're ready to go represent. I think we showed today that Meade played some tough competition. Their strength of schedule was more difficult than ours. So they saw some good opponents. But I think today everybody showed Eagle Valley can play some volleyball.
I got this question just out of curiosity. It seems like when you guys go up for that kill to drop the hammer on the spike, it seems like, your girls just go up with such confidence and they always finish, or if they don't, they rally back and finish in another way. Is that something you kind of emphasize in practice? Finishing strong?
So when I started as a head coach at Eagle Valley, each year we've had a saying. And so the first one came around and it was trust your training. And that's really where we sat in the last couple of days of, we know how to play this game and we can do these things. And so we really just trusted that fact of, we've done this before. These girls have touched 1,000 volleyballs. The next year was strong voice, talking to yourself in a positive way. And so when you do make mistakes, that you're not getting yourself down. The next one I was after was be aggressive. And I think to your point there, that's where that be aggressive came around is this team went for it. This team said, no, we're going to win this match. And I think especially in the third set, you saw that come out. The last one was fight. And today it was just fight for every little ounce, every ball, every positioning, every touch. You just got to fight. And so, you know, for our group of seniors right here, that is 4 years of their training right there, and they put it all out today.
And you really saw it today. Every player feeding off each other's confidence. Anything you want to add, Coach?
No, happy to be back. Greatest experiences. I can't wait to go down and walk through the door and watch them walk through the door.
All right, head coach Michael Garvey, congratulations.
Thanks,
good luck at States.
Thank you.
Now, Eagle Valley was not the only team on the court with state aspirations. You go over to Edwards, Vail Christian volleyball. They hosted 2 teams for regionals as well, and they were looking to advance to states also. Vail Christian is able to knock off Byers 3-1 to earn a trip to the second game, where if they win, the Saints advance to state. Ignacio up 21-24 in that second game over Vail Christian. Macy Brown serves it up on set point, and the rally is on. Vail Christian delivers the punch, but the Bobcats retaliate. A little back and forth affair here that will end with the Saints unable to control a shot from Ignacio, and the Bobcats take the first set. Set point over in the second set. Ignacio serves, and we're back in the middle of a rally. However, Vail Christian will learn from their mistake in the first set, putting this one in a difficult spot for the Bobcats, and the Saints take the second set. Moving over to the third set, Ignacio serving again to Vail Christian. Saints hit it back, but this one is way out of play, and the Bobcats take the third set. Ignacio will pull off the upset, beating Vail Christian 3-2 and earn a trip to state. So there you have it. From our action over the weekend for the postseason, Battle Mountain Boys Soccer, they advanced to the state semifinals for Class 4A Boys Soccer. Eagle Valley Girls Volleyball, they head to the state tournament, but Vail Christian, unfortunately, they'll be staying behind. Make sure to continue coming back to us for all the latest sports coverage here in the Valley and beyond. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome back to the second hour of Good Morning Vail. What an awesome first hour, and the second half is going to be just as amazing. Happy Election Day to you. Remember to go vote. We have an amazing human being, Grace Meinberg, here from Pierre for Colorado Gives Month, and we're going to talk to the new owner of Wild Heart. So sit right there, I should say. Sit back, have a great cup of coffee, and keep it right here because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
And we are back at the top of the 8 o'clock hour here on this Tuesday morning edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm standing here at the base of Gandhi 1. As you can see, it's quiet now, but on Friday, this area will be hopping. Going to be gorgeous as in regard to the weather as we head into that. So let's take a look at today's forecast. As you can see, it's 45 degrees, high of 55. And then we'll be heading down into a bit of sunshine, but we will have a chance of snow and rain later this evening. Afternoon clouds, winds up to 25 miles per hour. Moving into that hourly, gorgeous day today, but it is going to get colder as we move into the later hours. 45 degrees currently, noon 53 for the high, and then the clouds will be rolling in, 51 degrees, 46 and cloudy at 8 p.m. Tonight, low of 33 degrees, snow 50% chance, cloudy with those snow showers though after midnight. So we'll be tucked away and snuggled up in our beds, winds up to 15 miles per hour as we head into that 5-day forecast. Wednesday, those snow showers are rolling in, 60% chance of precipitation, which means we'll probably see it. 39 degrees for the high, low of 25. Thursday, just about the same, 50% chance, but partially cloudy. So those snowstorms coming in on Wednesday. You know, it is the warm before the storm. As Mark likes to say, 15 degrees that evening on Thursday, and then Friday, mostly funny for a Friday fun day. It's the opening day of Vail, 42 degrees, mostly sunny, 18 degrees in the evening, sunny, and 46 on Saturday, 20 degrees for the low, and then Sunday, sunny, 52 degrees, and 27. So gorgeous weather as we head into opening weekend here at Vail. You know, it's going to be a really beautiful, sunshiny day. What do you think about that, Mark? We're just out here having way too much fun.
You're having a blast. This is fun for you, isn't it?
I'm having a blast, you know, bundled up. It's colder than I anticipated.
This is not the warm before the storm right now. It definitely is cold
Okay.
right now, but there it is. The sun's making its way up. It's going to warm up nicely here pretty soon. Temperatures in the 50s today, right? Is that what they're
50s,
saying?
yeah, 50s before midnight, and then the snow showers rolling in, so it's definitely going to be a chilly one. But I'm excited. You know, this is my first official season in Vail.
Yep.
So I don't even know what to expect.
But you're a skier. You ski or snowboard or both?
Well,
I mean, you've done both.
primarily,
What would you prefer?
primarily snowboard. You know, in college I learned how to snowboard in a PE college credit class, so pretty amazing. You know, and then I learned how to ski when I was a kid. So we'll see. I'm ready to get back in it. Going to be a dual sport athlete. That's how I see it.
You have a pair of skis?
I'll buy some.
You don't have any right now.
I don't have any skis.
You're gonna
but I'm willing to rent them.
absolutely love. So, well, I mean, I grew up skiing and ski racing, and then I got out of skiing in '86 when snowboarding happened, and I didn't ski for 10 years. I moved out here. and then I kind of I do both now. But the way skiing is now with the shape skis, and they're so easy to ski on and user friendly that it's going to change your world.
I can't wait.
It is. It's completely different, and anybody will vouch for me at the studio. Baker and Nick, well, Nick doesn't ski, but he snowboards. But Baker will vouch for you that like he snowboards and skis. But something about the skiing deal that it's just it's nice to come back around and do it again. And Friday. You got a ski pass.
I've got a ski pass.
Trying to figure out what's going to be your winter program, where you're going to be and everything, but you'll be able to take advantage of over 5,000 acres here alone at Vail.
Yeah, it's pretty, it's gorgeous, you know, a little bit of coverage. It looks like a powdered donut with some sugar
Here
on
it
top.
does.
It does.
But you know, up top, it's like they put in millions of dollars in snowmaking around the Chair 4 area above Mid-Vail like 4 or 5 years ago to offset opening days when there's not a lot of snow down at the base. So there's plenty of good snow up there. That's a guarantee, man-made and natural. We know that for sure.
So the energy's going to be high on Friday. That's what you're telling me?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
yeah,
great.
it's pretty comical. It is comical. And it's kind of ease your way into it, everybody. Don't go full bore out of the gate like the way you left last fall. Don't get yourself injured on day one. Just gradually work your way into it. And
there's no need to rush. I'm a snowboarding accident survivor, so taking my time this winter. It's going to be great.
Do it.
Yeah.
Space, not speed, just like when you're driving in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Well, we'll be back after this. Gretchen's got some interviews, and we'll see what she has to say. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I've been having a blast. You haven't seen this yet, but Grace Meinberg and I from Pier, and we're going to tell you what it used to be called the Red Ribbon Project. Is that correct? Yep. For Colorado Gives Month. But Grace, you are such an interesting, dynamic, and cool person, and I'm so honored to meet you. How are you doing this morning?
Thank you. I'm doing great. It's been great chatting with you.
I know, we've had a blast. We've talked all things.
Yeah,
serious and not serious.
Absolutely.
So Grace, I know that rebranding, something as big as this, is a big deal. So tell us a little bit about that. The rebranding moment.
Yeah, so I was here about 2 months ago
Right.
as Red Ribbon Project.
Right.
And so since then, since our fundraising event in September, we have changed our name.
Okay.
We have been Red Ribbon Project in the Valley since 1996, so 27
long
years
time,
later.
yes.
We have expanded our mission and vision several years ago, but we really wanted to pick a name that encompasses what we're now doing in the community, which is more prevention and education, as well as HIV prevention and awareness. We do provide testing for, or we provide funding for testing, for HIV tests done in the Valley. And it's been quite a journey. I'm new to it, so joined this year.
Right, which is so awesome, and you're so involved. It's so beautiful to watch because we were saying off camera, it is so important. And this it's a life changer. It truly is. And so for you guys to really get involved and show people and educate people that this is a big deal. And PEER stands for what exactly, Grace?
Yeah, so that's our abbreviated name,
Right.
But it's Promoting Empowerment,
I
Eagle
love that.
River.
I love that.
Because that's our main goal is we talk about sexual health and well-being. And so our mission is to reduce teenage pregnancy, HIV, AIDS, and other STIs. And so to do that, we want to empower the community to talk about it, to educate themselves, to be educated, to have the resources necessary to live a healthy lifestyle and be healthy. And so when we came up with that name, the board and I debated on it for quite a while. We really felt that that was a great name to encompass all that we do. And then PEER, obviously, to abbreviate it, but also to talk about how we want to exchange conversation and really just come to people as peers and talk to them about their bodies. And
that's exactly what I thought when I saw the change. And we were talking about how the rebranding is
it's a lot.
It's hard.
It's fun.
But I love that what it stands for, and also to speak to peers because I'm older than Grace is. But when I was, growing up, it was not a conversation that was being spoken about. It was not even happening. And now, and that's sad because it is so important.
Yes.
And now I love young women, young men that are being raised to learn, this is not a funny moment. It's not something silly. It's not taboo to talk about. It's something that's really important to talk about. And you said you've seen that a lot when you speak to the different age groups.
Yeah, all different age groups embrace it in different ways.
Right.
We also talk to youth as humans, which is
love that. It's such a big difference.
Yeah, to be inclusive. That was also something that felt missing in my curriculum. It was very divided and these are your responsibilities, these are your responsibilities, these are the expectations. And we just go in there and share all the information, which is a lot.
Right.
We only have a class period with them in our youth programming. So we have maturation and sexual health, 5th through 8th, and then 9th grade. And they really do embrace it, have a lot of questions, which is always really fun. So me and the educators come together sometimes. We're like, what were the questions? So one, know what we can address, and also because sometimes they're very unique and
interesting.
Funny.
Grace, is this something when you were growing up that you ever thought? I mean, it's so interesting to think how people get into these occupations, and this one's it's so important. Is this something you ever saw yourself doing, or did it just kind of happen?
Not necessarily. It sort of just happened. I've always had these conversations with people in my life, whether it was family or friends. I was teaching high school for a little bit and had to direct them to some resources to say, hey, maybe we should talk about this. And so came to that point in my life where I was trying to figure out what the community needs. COVID hit, I was teaching. I realized we wanted to address a lot more life skills rather than, can you just get your homework done? Like that, very important, but at the same time, I'm looking at substance use and unsafe driving behaviors and sexual health being a concern as well. And so I joined the world of nonprofits in the Valley.
I love that,
Yeah, and I got connected to Red Ribbon Project, now PEER.
Yes.
About 2 years ago, started teaching for them. And then when that position became open as executive director, I decided to hop on and join it because
I love it.
I can have these conversations and not be embarrassed or uncomfortable, and I want to encourage others to do the same.
Well, you are a perfect fit for this, and
Thank
we're
you.
so happy. We're honored that we get you.
Thank you.
Keep on doing it.
Yeah.
So, and I know we're talking about all things Colorado Gives Month, and we
Absolutely.
were saying, it is the month, that's like the little title, but it should be all year round because
Yes.
nonprofits like these that are so very important, they keep on living through people giving from their hearts. So.
And we have so many great nonprofits in our valley.
Yes.
So I'm here to talk about the Colorado Gives
Yes,
Day.
yes.
And we are lucky to be part of the Eagle County Gives Coalition,
Right.
where about 50-some organizations have banded together to build fundraising capacity and
Wild.
really, drive awareness in our community that, hey, we're here. We do need money to be able to serve
Right.
the community, but we
Right.
have so many ways to serve, whether it's public health, serving youth, animals, people with disabilities. Like the range is endless.
So
And
beautiful. That's really
it's great to get together with them about once a month. Started doing that a few months ago, and just talking about what works, what we
Right.
could do to help enhance the fundraising capacity, and so
Right.
that's what we're here to talk about.
That is so cool. And it's Colorado Gives Month, obviously, the month of November, Thanksgiving and everything. And how can people, I know, like you're saying, it is a lot because you're like, there's all these amazing organizations. And I know so many of us want to give to so many touch us personally. And, what would you say to people that really are excited to give the money that they have, or even little amounts? And that's something I should say before I go into this, even a little amount really helps.
Goes a long way.
Yeah, I'm saying this for myself. A coffee every once in a while. That I buy, and using that towards these awesome organizations really goes a long way.
Does it does, and it's appreciated.
Right.
Even the littlest donation,
Yes.
which I shouldn't even say little because it's still really
A
important.
donation, right.
It's still a donation, and
Totally.
we're grateful for that. So if you go to Eagle County Colorado Gives, all spelled out, online, you can find the coalition's website that has all of the nonprofits that are participating.
It makes it easier.
It does.
kind of lays out. I'm speaking from me last year because I remember I was so over. I think you think about all these different, and you're like, you get almost overwhelmed, I would say.
Yeah.
And the website is beautiful because it does just kind of lay it all out there for you.
You can search topics and missions and visions. So you can really hone in like, hey, I want to donate my money towards youth in the valley.
Right.
You can type that in, or animals, or
Totally.
you can you type that in and it'll give you some options for where to put your money.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
That is, well, and so could you give us the website one more time just so everyone knows?
So it's Eagle County, or I'm sorry.
Girl, you're good.
Eagle County Colorado Gives.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's early.
It's a little bit
It's early.
And so check it out. It's great. They have a lot of information. We also
Cool.
have a rally going on November 28th.
Okay.
So Tuesdays are the big days, which to remember. And that's our rally. It's over at Eagle Ranch, and for Eagle Ranch, that is. And we then have the Giving Day on December 5th. So
December 5th. Okay.
yeah, so anytime between last Tuesday,
Yes.
so it's already started,
I know.
last Tuesday and December 5th,
Cool.
any money that has been donated to Colorado Gives then is supplemented by an incentive fund. And so
Awesome.
your money goes even further because some extra money is being tacked onto that and
So
sent out
this
to
is
these
the time.
organizations. This is the time.
This is the time to really give.
Any time's a time to give, but this is a time where we start feeling a little bit more giving. This season's coming up where we have
100%.
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
And I know me and my family have started to explore options of maybe not giving gifts, but doing
Here too.
donations for organizations.
Yes.
So I know I do that for
Beautiful.
my godmother and things like that. And
Yeah.
so we want to encourage that. In
Well, and
people.
I love that you said that because that's a brilliant idea too.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying this, Grace.
Yeah.
Because no, I didn't even think about this. So many of us get so lost in the gift giving moment and get stressed, and it's supposed to be a happy, joyous time. Why not do something for someone else and really live in that moment of spirit and giving and community? What a cool gift! I would feel honored if someone said, "Hey, I gave."
Donating
Even
your name.
$2, to the peer group, so how cool. Well, Grace, you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're
You
welcome
too.
back anytime. We adore you here.
Appreciate
and I
that.
hope we see you again and again.
Absolutely.
And keep it right here. We have more of Good Morning Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work with some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Today, great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Show Live here from the base of Gandhi 1. I've got Kim standing by. I'm going to give you a quick look at your weather forecast for Tuesday, and then we'll take a look at your 5-day into opening day weekend here in Vail Village and also in Lion's Head. Sun is up and over now. The cloud cover is still not around, not much of a breeze. We will see a shift this afternoon as a little bit of a moisture system will roll through Eagle County. We're going to see a high of about 55 degrees this afternoon, probably about 3 to 3:30 in the afternoon. It's going to be windy though, up to 25 mile per hour gusts, 5 out of the west-southwest. And mostly clear to start, cloud cover a little bit later on this afternoon. Your hourly forecast, we've got sunshine to start, and then with that system rolling in, the wind, it's going to bring that cloud cover with it. Denver's going to be nice today, 74 for a high with some sunshine. And then for the mountains, Vail, Avon, and Eagle, we are going to see upper 50s and low 60s. Tonight we're going to see that sun setting still inside the 6 o'clock hour with a low of 33 degrees, 50% chance of some snow shower activity coming our way, and a breeze once again this evening out of the southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. 5-day forecast for Wednesday, 39 with a 60% chance of snow showers. For Thursday, 40 degrees for the high temperature with a 50% chance of snow showers. And then for Friday, opening day, 42 degrees will be the high temperature. And mostly sunny skies, mostly funny skies. For Saturday, 46 and sunny. For Sunday, 52 and sunny. So some moisture coming our way over the next few days after today. And then it's going to shift again back to sunny skies for opening weekend up here on Vail Mountain. And we got a crew of, looks like we got a crew of employees getting ready to kind of make their way up onto the mountain to get things ready to go. They are bringing some gondolas down right now, so these guys are probably all going to make their way up on the hill in just a little bit. I got Kim standing by over here, though. She's gawking at the trail map. Let's go find out. She's like, I'm trying to figure out where I am. Maybe I can shed a little bit of light and give her a little bit of guidance. What do you got going on over here,
Well,
Kim?
you know, I'm trying to learn the mountain. Since I'm a new local, I've got to figure out where everything is and what it means. And I know you're the expert, so Mark's going to show me.
Well, so obviously this is the front side of Vail. You all can see that, right? That's the front side. These are all the trails that you're going to have access to. Not all of them, but this is where you're going to have access over the course of opening day on Friday. So, Kim, we are right here. See, you are here. Kim is here.
Good to know.
So this is the base of Gandhi 1. So opening day activities right here, and then also in the other village to the west, which is Lion's Head, at the base of Chair 8, which is the Born Free Express. There's going to be celebrations going on here, and that will give you access up the hill. Gandhi 1 will give you access up to Mid-Vail here. Now, this is where a lot of their snowmaking is taking place. So I think they're doing snowmaking on Ramshorn and like Swingsville. Those are real popular trails for opening days.
They're getting ready to groom it up.
And then the idea is to be able to connect the two villages through access. And I know they're making snow on Bear Trap, and they're making snow on Born Free. And eventually, you'll be able to probably, eventually, obviously it will happen, but as soon as they can, they want people to be able to ski from here all the way back down to here, right?
Yeah.
But
and
initially,
then we'll be where I currently am.
and initially probably it will be downloading, which is pretty normal this time of the year. So all snow up there, downloading here. Born Free, you'll be able to ski up and then hopefully make your way over to Chair 2. And then, it's a big hill, right? Front side's big, back side, the bowls, blue sky. There's a lot for you to explore.
Layers upon layers.
Layers upon
I'm
layers.
excited.
Right.
I've done Vail a few times. I go to other
literally a few times, and that's
literally
it, right?
a few times, and that's it. But I usually go to other parts of Colorado. But I'm very excited to explore it and learn the mountain.
I think you told me a funny story last time you were here or something. You got way lost.
I did.
Not even on the hill, like in the village,
I
right?
got lost in the village. I got off on the wrong bus stop. I think in Lion's Head, and we were parked down here at Vail on the access road. And, brand new, never
and
been
you were
here.
getting the car because your buddies were doing the mile or something.
Yeah, my buddies were doing the mile. They're the experts. At the time I was not. Had no clue what I was doing. Brand new. Got a little bit lost. Enjoyed the village. Felt like I was in a European winter wonderland. Wow. But a little bit scared too because I had no clue where I was.
That's part of it, right?
It is.
The new challenges you face. Well, good for you then. You get up here. You'll be able to kind of bounce around. And Gretchen, if she's listening, Gretchen is
she's
a
expert.
shredding machine. She loves being up on the hill. She loves to ski.
I know she's got pink pants.
So you might want, she has pink skis too.
Her.
You might want to, she's probably going to drag you around and show you everything.
I hope she does.
She will.
Yeah.
She's good for doing that kind of stuff, right?
I'm with the local celebrities here with Mark and Gretchen. I think this is the dream team. We're working hard on this Tuesday morning. It's a rough job.
Are you enjoying doing this camera stuff outside? It's kind of nice, isn't it?
I'm loving it. And feeling the cool air on my face. Just
this is a whole crew of employees. I think they're all new hires getting ready to go up on the mountain to start getting the things ready up on top of the hill for opening day too. Because Vail, when they open, they don't just open a lift. They open
everything.
The restaurants at Mid-Vail, there's going to be a lot happening. So they just jump right into it full force, head first.
You can really just feel the excitement. I've got the tingling in my bones. I cannot wait for Friday.
My bones.
It must be fun for you, Mark, to see Vail Village through new eyes.
It really is. And I don't take it for granted. It's a spectacular place here. Come and play. All right, we're going to take a quick break from our Tuesday edition. When we come back, we have more with Kim, more with Mark, more with Gretchen, more Good Morning Vail on TV8. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wild-crafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, welcome back to the show, and we love seeing how things work and the mechanics of it. You know, we've got the whole snow crew here looking at fixing the gondolas, making sure everything is up and going, but we also love our planes, trains, and automobiles. Ben went out to the Leadville Railroad and had a conversation with the engineer about all things Leadville and how they operate and what they do, so let's take a look.
We are here at the Leadville Railroad with Sean, the conductor and engineer. Sean, how are you doing today?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
Doing great. So you just took us around on the Leadville Railroad here. Tell us a little bit about how Leadville Railroad got started.
Yeah, so Leadville Railroad got its start back in 1987. So local Leadville people by names of Ken and Stephanie Olson purchased the line from Burlington Northern, now BNSF. At the time, the line was dormant, and they're like, hey, you're not using it, maybe we can use it for a tourist train. Doing so gave some jobs to some people in town. It was kind of hard times at the time. So they started up. They worked out that deal in December of 1987, got the line, 2 locomotives, and a bunch of freight cars for $10. Just kind of a tax write-off for Burlington Northern. And by May of 1988, we were running passenger trains. We've been running every single summer since. This past winter was our second winter of winter operations. And yeah.
So let me ask you a little bit about that. How does winter operations get started, and how different is that from the summer operations?
Sure. So our summer operations are a typical 10 and 2 p.m. departure all summer long. And how we got our start in the winter operations is here in the middle of Leadville. We're kind of in the middle of Colorado. We got all the ski areas off to the north and all that. But as Colorado's grown and the tourism industry has expanded and all that, we're realizing there's more and more people up here in the winters. It's not just dead all winter long. And so we're like, hey, we'll take advantage of that. And so it was a multi-year process to kind of get into the flow of things. We had to convert some freight cars into passenger cars, fully insulated, fully heated and all that. We had to get some equipment that we can use specifically to clear the line of snow, everything like that. You can see we have a plow on our locomotive, but that's only good to 2 to 3 foot. And obviously that's a bit of diesel fuel to plow the line. But we have other stuff that uses less fuel. And so that's kind of what it takes. And this past winter was really good. We're really looking forward to this coming winter, and we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. So what all entails the engineering portion of the thing? I imagine you don't have to do too much steering.
No, the tracks do all the steering for us, thankfully. That'd be a bit complicated, 300 tons of metal to steer around. So really, as an engineer, you're in charge of speed and direction. We're on a hill the whole way, we've got 2%. And as an engineer, you're in charge of the movement of the train. The conductor is the one in charge, so he tells the engineer when to move the train and what not to do. But the engineer is the one that actually releases the brakes, pulls out the throttle, honks the horn, all of that. And we go about 9 miles usually. Today we went an additional 1.5 miles for about 13 miles round trip, about 21 miles round trip, but normal trip's right around 18.
And that 2% grade of the rail, that's relatively steep for a train, isn't it?
Yes, that's about as steep as you want to get on a regular railroad. The steepest that's ever been done for a regular standard adhesion railroad, don't quote me on this, but it was over in kind of Georgia area, is about 7%. There's some tracks over on Tennessee Pass where it's about 3-4%, but 2% is about as much as you want to do, because beyond that you got to be really good at it. So most railroads, they stick to 1.5 to 2%.
Totally makes sense. I would imagine that there's not a whole lot keeping it on the tracks there once you start going uphill, other than just that general friction. So let me ask you this. How did you get started in conducting and engineering? Is that something you go to school for, to be a train conductor or train engineer?
So typical story, always wanted to do it as a kid. Realized what it was like on the big railroads. And for the big railroads, yes, you do have to go to school. Because you interchange with other railroads where you send some cars from one railroad to another, you have to know all the different ins and outs between each railroad. And you're required to have what's called an engineer's card. Our railroad is what's called insular. We're isolated from the National Rail Network. And so because of that, we don't interchange and don't need to have an engineer's card. And so as far as getting here, I just knew the family. I was like, hey, can I come work for a summer back in 2020? And then a year later, the slot opened up for me to get trained up as an engineer. So about a year working on the train, working both in terms of the train crew and maintenance and all that. And as far as training for engineers, about 100 hours, we call it, in the seat with someone looking right over your shoulder. So.
Totally makes sense, like an apprenticeship almost.
Exactly.
Awesome. So let me ask you one more question before I let you go. What's your favorite part of working here at the Leadville Railroad?
I'd say the scenery and the people. We get people from all walks of life, whether they're from out east, from here, potential business connections, everything like that. And then also the scenery. We get full 4 seasons up here, whether it's fall like we're getting into now, or full winter, or summer all year long. So,
you think the fall is really worth making the trip?
Absolutely. The whole valley turns all sorts of shades of green, yellow, orange, red, purple, or not purple, gold. It'd be kind of interesting if it was purple.
I mean, we definitely see some purple in the peaks sometimes when the light hits it just right.
Yes, we do. And then honestly, sometimes midsummer we get flowers that purple. So you never know. It's all year round.
All right. And before I let you go, can we just get one more fun fact from you?
Yeah, sure thing. So right behind us is engine 1714. She's what's called an EMD GP9. She was built in 1955. And I like to jokingly call her a giant 16-cylinder Chevy because she was built by General Motors Electromotive Division. And even though she's a locomotive and not a car, she's built by General Motors, so Chevy. But then her engine itself is 16 cylinders. Each cylinder has 567 cubic inches of displacement, so times 16, and thus giving her about a 1,750 horsepower rating.
That's absolutely incredible. Well, thank you so much, Sean, for all of the great information and everything, and I'm sure we will have to be back up to visit you guys again soon. Well, and we will be right back after a little bit more.
Good morning, Vail.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
Today, we bring you the first part of our global broadcast exclusive conversation.
The streets of Tahrir have once again been filled.
Key issues here at the United Nations Climate Change Conference remain unresolved.
Police are saying the protesters to move further and further away.
I'm Amy Goodman.
And I'm Juan Gonzalez.
And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. What an exciting morning, and I am super stoked. I'm smiling ear to ear. Fashion and an awesome human being. Kaylee Gorbold, the new owner of Wild Heart. How are you doing, Kaylee?
Well, thank you. It's been great talking to you.
I love you already, and I'm obsessed with what you have on. I'm obsessed with with the clothing. See, I'm excited about this. How are you liking being the new owner of Wild Heart? Such a big deal and an awesome store.
It is. I love it. I would have to say that going into work every day is pretty awesome.
I love that. Well, and you have such good steez. That's what I like to say, steez and style. She walks in, and I'm just going to be honest, I'm calling myself out, and I'm like, that coat. She's like, we're selling that. I'm like, I'm buying it off of her after that. I love it. You just have such great style, and you're bringing it to an already amazing store. So how does that feel? What are you doing with this store? What does it look like now?
Well, I'm going to try to keep it similar to how Kirsten had it. She did an amazing job. Keep the price points, keep it fun and affordable.
Right.
I'll probably just bring in a few more trends. I mean, like this year, the sequins and shine are kind of the trends.
I love it.
We're going to test out the waters with these styles and see what happens. And that's the nice thing about this price point is you can kind of test things out.
And I love that you said that as well, because it's so true. You have affordable clothing where you can kind of say, I mean, let's be honest, I take risks all the time. So this to me is like not that crazy to other people. They might be, girl, I would wear this all the time. Let's be real. But you know, if it's something that you feel you wear once and you didn't feel it, you didn't vibe with it, it doesn't matter because you didn't break the bank. But I feel like wearing this, you're gonna want to rewear it. I mean, who wouldn't?
I know,
It's
I love
so cool. I wrote you. I remember when you were buying on the shopping trip on Instagram, and I was like, please, yes, it's amazing. And then this coat, this piece, I feel like you can dress this up, you can tone it down. It is so beautiful. And how much are the price points at your store?
So, I mean, honestly, I think the most expensive thing is probably like $80 a pair of jeans.
Amazing.
And everything else is really in the probably upper 50s, maybe, a dress is 58, maybe in the 60s.
You're speaking my language.
I know, it is. It's so nice to be able to go in and just feel like you can walk out with a whole outfit.
Right.
And it's affordable, so it's great.
I love Kaylee too because you're having so much fun with it and you can feel it. Like how cool. And you also have, I think we have a piece under here. Oh, here we go.
Yes, the outfit.
You know, and how cute is this? It's super simplistic on the top and then super fun and funky on the sleeves. This is something that I would love. And again, under $50.
Exactly.
You can't go wrong with this. I'm so excited. And I love that you and Kirsten are friends, the old owner of Wild Heart, and that you've kept, and it was important to you because you said that to me right away. You know, it's still the same store, same vibe, just adding a little bit of sparkle.
Yes, just a little bit of an edge to it probably. And like you said about this, I love that you said that you can dress this up and down because what I'm wearing, just a black shirt and jeans and boots, to me you could put this over it. It's just a duster. or you could dress it up with like a black dress under it.
I'm just
And
smiling
high
because
heels.
I'm like, if you see me on Good Morning Vail tomorrow
yeah.
rocking this, don't be shocked because it
I
probably
love
is
it.
going to happen. Well,
Good.
and that's true. You're right, because I was thinking even like leather pants are kind of
Yes.
in. We were just talking about a leather pant, a black top, or whatever, any color top, and then wearing this over it, or a fancy dress. You
Exactly.
know?
It
I
can go
love
like
that.
so many ways.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. So do we have anything that you're looking forward to? You're the new owner of a
I know.
brand new, amazing, well, not new a store, but
Right.
a new shift, a new
Yes.
take on the store. Are you looking forward to anything?
Well, I'm looking forward to the holidays and
Okay.
just sort of seeing how everything does. All of sort of my buy is slowly transitioning in. The store's becoming more of like my buy,
Yes.
which is fun to see and to see if people like it, and to when somebody walks out of the store without buying anything, you're like, hold on, what did you want?
Right, like, what were you looking
I
for?
want to know, because I want to be here for our customers and sort
Right.
of help them find what they want. So yeah, that's really what I'm looking forward to.
And I have to tell you, I've been in probably 4 or 5, I'm calling myself out, 4 or 5 times since you have taken over. It is incredible, and I've heard nothing but amazing feedback.
Thank you.
I really mean that. And
I appreciate that.
And you do a great job as well, I should say, because on Instagram now, social media is the way that people know that you show so many new items coming
I'm
in.
trying.
I mean, I've gone on Instagram and been like, can you hold this for me, please?
Yes, and I have had people, but it is not my forte by
Yeah.
any means. I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
It's a whole nother job.
It
It
is.
really
It
is.
is.
I mean, it's a lot,
So-
but I am so excited to see all the pieces. And how often do you get new clothing into the store?
Literally every day.
Every day.
At least, I should
Wow.
say, at least right now during this season.
Okay.
During the transition seasons, pretty much every day we're getting new styles in. So
Well, and that's exciting because, like you said,
fun.
we have Thanksgiving, we have
Yes.
all these holidays coming up, holiday
Right.
parties, everything happening.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
What is your kind of new favorite thing that's in the store right now?
Well, I love this skirt.
I knew you were going to say that.
I love this skirt. I mean,
yes.
that's me.
So
Some of my
cute.
friends will come in the shop and they'll be like, Kaylee, this is you. Don't just buy for you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I know. So, but I love sort of fun, crazy things every once in a while. So
I love it. I think it's great. Well, and I love too that you have pieces that you can layer over that are
Right.
just kind of like base layers.
Exactly.
And so if
Yeah.
you come in and you're maybe not feeling the sparkle moment, or you're not that adventurous, it's okay, because you
Yes.
still, and you have cute. I mean, I just bought some slippers from
Yes.
you guys
Okay.
the other day.
Yes. Good.
Rainbow, I love
Yes.
them.
Yes.
And you have cute beanies, and you have jewelry, and you have. I mean, it's the list goes on and on
Yes.
and on.
And I mean, I love the shop, and I love where it is. I feel like where we are is that one-stop shop. You can go
Yes.
get your nails done.
Oh
you
yeah,
can
we
have
should
lunch.
say where Wild Heart
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
It's in Edwards Corner in Edwards.
Yes.
Yes. So near like Hovey and Harrison.
Yeah, and it is a one-stop shop because let's see, we have like the Drunken Goat, we have
Yes.
Hovey and Harrison, we have Chip and Nail, we have the bank, we have a jeweler,
A jeweler, a nail salon, a pet store.
Yeah, oh, the pet
A barber.
a barber.
Barber.
Oh my gosh, you're right. The list goes another hair. A hair salon.
I know,
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh, you can
It's
get
a
your
great
hair,
place.
nails, all of it.
I love
You could
it.
do the whole day. You could get a new
Yeah.
outfit, get your hair and nails done, and be a whole new woman or man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what are you, like, what is the big thing that you have in the, so I'll say, I know that I went in the other day and you had the poofy, I don't know, the puffy purses?
Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
what we call, like, the puff purse?
Puffy purses.
Puffy
I think
purses.
puff purse,
And that's
yeah.
a trend.
It
And
is.
it's super cute.
It's a trend. I'm, living here sometimes, I'm not sure if we're like fully on the trend. I feel
Right.
like we're a little behind, so I never know.
Totally.
I never know. But again, that's one of my things where I'm going to
Take
take
a
a
risk.
step out
I
there and
love
take a
that.
risk and see what happens, because
Yeah.
I personally love them and try to keep up with the trends and
I
see what
love-
happens.
Well, and I have to say, the people that work in your store are so good at what they do.
They
and
are.
I cannot think of her name right now. She's darling, and she's on a lot of the Instagram pictures.
Isabel?
Yes.
Isabel, yes.
She helped me the other day. And
she's great.
We are the two tall women in
Yes,
Vail. We are both
exactly.
6 foot tall, and we're all leg. And
Yes.
it's not easy. And so you
No.
have tall jeans now. Girl,
Yeah.
I am so excited about this moment.
Well, no, and we carry small through large.
Yes.
And I would say that that's the best thing about having our great team is that they can help you. Like our
really-
larges sometimes
Yes.
run extra large, so
Right.
and our smalls can tend to run extra small. So if we know what we're doing, then we can really help our customer.
She was so great too because I came in like a whirlwind tornado and I had just a couple of minutes and she really was on it and
She's
helped
awesome.
me and so sweet. And then it was really cool because she helped a woman and she was honest. She's like, I don't know if we carry that, but I know this store, and that's real. I mean, that's awesome that
we want to support our other local businesses.
I'm a big fan if you can't.
Yeah.
Big fan here at Wild Heart.
Yeah, you can come join the team too.
I'm like,
You're
that's
part
my
of
third
it.
job. Kaylee, so what are your hours looking like right now?
We are open 11 to 6 Monday through Friday.
Okay.
11 to 5 on Saturday and 11 to 3 Sunday.
Okay.
During the week before Christmas, we'll probably adjust those hours from like 10 to 6, so open an hour earlier.
Awesome.
Just for extra shopping.
And I know you have a little party coming up.
Yes.
Okay.
We're having a holiday party on November 15th.
Okay.
From 5 to 7. So we'll have some bubbly, some cake pops, and some all of this fun holiday sparkle and shine will be, and we'll decorate the store a little bit. So it'll be just a fun atmosphere.
Kaylee, you made my morning.
Good.
I'm smiling
Good.
ear to ear. I'm so stoked. And again, Good Morning Vail viewers, I will be rocking some of these items. So thank you so much, Kaylee, and keep on doing you. We love what you're doing with the store. And yes, Wild Heart, check it out. I love it. And I should say this as well, is that a lot of people go into stores thinking that maybe everyone else is going to be wearing what they're wearing. At Wild Heart, you have so many different options that I really, things that I've worn, I haven't seen.
No, and we only get 6 of them. So once
that's
they're gone,
great.
they're gone.
They're gone. So
Yeah.
you can feel unique at Wild Heart. Keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Today, great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, Kim and I back on camera here. Glad to have you with us here in Vail today. It's nice and sunny out here first thing, right? It's warmed up a bunch.
Stunning. Yeah, I'm ready to take this coat off and this beanie.
Go ahead, do it right now. Take that beanie off.
My hair is gonna look crazy.
Look at my hair.
It is that time of day.
It's that time of day every day for me. It just goes. I just let it do its own thing. It's going to be sunny out here. It's a beautiful day in Vail. We got temperatures are going to get into the mid-50s by mid-afternoon and bright sunshine. Good weather.
With
right?
the sunshine, it already feels like the mid-50s.
Doesn't it feel it already? Your hourly forecast, sunshine through the day. More cloud cover in the afternoon as this low-pressure system makes its way out of the Pacific Northwest, bringing some cloud cover this afternoon and a pretty heavy breeze. We're going to have gusts up to 25 miles per hour today. Denver, it's going to be nice in Denver today, though.
It really is. Summertime temperatures still 74 for the high. And as you continue to make your way towards us, Vail, it'll be 55, Avon, 59, Eagle, 61.
And sunny for a good part of the day.
It's springtime. It's hard to believe we're supposed to be getting some snow.
I know, right? Tonight we're going to see a low of 33 degrees, partly cloudy skies, a 50% chance of some snow showers coming our way. Still breezy, winds out of the west-southwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then jumping ahead, we got 4 days until we open on Friday, but we got...
It's going to be just gorgeous.
Yeah, the next couple of days we have some moisture.
Yeah, tonight after midnight, you're looking at 60% chance of snow, 39 currently, although it feels warmer here, and high 55 as we mentioned earlier, so definitely a gorgeous time to be outside before those winter temperatures and storms roll in. But then Thursday, 40 degrees, and we're looking at 50% chance, partially cloudy. Friday, just about the same. It's going to be Friday, fun day.
Friday, fun day.
Mostly funny.
I don't know if the map still says it, but it did say mostly funny first thing this morning instead of mostly sunny. So
yeah, we like to have some fun.
And that's perfect. That's perfect for Friday because it is opening day. It's going to be a lot of fun. Right here at the base of Gandhi 1 and over in Lions Head at the base of the Born Free Express, lift number 8. Parties, celebrations, music.
We like fun. We like parties, celebrations, and music for sure. It's going to be nice.
It's going to be super nice.
I'm excited to get out and be part of the crowd and be my first official season as well.
God, that sun feels good right now, doesn't it?
I don't think we're going
We just
back
finished
inside.
the weather maps the last 2 days. What do we have coming up for Saturday and Sunday?
Well, Saturday and Sunday, sunshine's going to be out just like it is right now. We're looking at a high 46, so make sure you wear that sunscreen when you're out on the slopes, and then a low of 20. So it will be chilly Saturday night, and then Sunday, sunny, 52 degrees, low of 27. Gorgeous weather.
That's right. 4 days until we open here for the season. And the energy of, you saw all the people up there getting ready to go. We got Gretchen in the studio. I know she's fired up for this. And we're going to take it back to her right now so she can wrap it up. You want to tell her anything? What do you got?
I think she's definitely ski stoked. So can't wait to hear and learn all of the ways from Gretchen. But it's been a great Tuesday. A lot of fun being out here with Mark.
So on behalf of Kim and myself, we're going to sign off. Gretchen, back to you in the studio.
Thank you guys so much. What an awesome morning. Oh my goodness, I am stoked. Opening day on Friday. Clothing, we talked about really serious things as well, and Colorado Gives Month is so very important. Please remember to give. It's an awesome way to give back. Thank you guys for watching. I am stoked to see you tomorrow for more Good Morning Vail. Have a great Tuesday and get out there and vote.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction.